Hello, and welcome to an OJCS library workshop called Our Friends and Our Feelings Online. The way we spend much of our time with our friends has changed. Most of us have been hanging out online with our friends much more often than we get to see them in person. The ways in which we connect with our friends is different now that we're so often online together. The amount of friends we interact with has also changed. It may even have changed who you hang out with the most. Here are some of the ways we can connect with our friends online. So number one, messenger apps. These could be through Facebook Messenger or other messaging apps. Direct messaging. Most social media apps have the option to direct message or DM our friends. 3, Roblox, other games, or gamer chat rooms. Friends often use the chat feature on Roblox and other games to talk while they play. There are also chat rooms online for gamers. Number 4, FaceTime Meet and Zoom. Using FaceTime Meet or Zoom has become a primary way to hang out. And texting. The most obvious and frequently used is texting through your phone or tablet. We want to make sure that the way we communicate with each other online keeps our friendships healthy. We're going to look at some of the areas where it's easy to run into friend trouble. So texting and chatting is number 1. Has the way something was said in a text or a chat message ever irritated or annoyed you? When we talk with our friends in real life, we can read the tone of their voice and the expression on their face. Text and chat messages don't allow for this, so it's easy to misread the meaning of the message. What you say and how you say it matters. So take the time to carefully consider how someone else is going to read your chat message or your text message. Is my text clear? Are my emotions conveyed right? Does my message sound at all disinterested, impatient, or insensitive? Is my response appropriate to what they're saying? Don't make any assumption and ask questions to clarify when you need to. And consider the time of day. Respect your friend's schedule and time. Just because you can't sleep, it's not the time to try and wake up your friend so they can text with you. The same goes for if you're up early. Texting at inappropriate times or texting too much out of boredom can be pretty annoying to our friends. It's important to respect each other's time, schedules, and boundaries. So number 2, the online popularity contest and feeling jealous. Have you felt jealous of a friend online? Jealousy is a very painful emotion that seems to be made worse online. Here are a few examples that can cause jealousy. A friend has more followers or likes. A friend is richer in Roblox or in other games. A friend posted a photo of an amazing vacation they went on. A friend posts a picture of something expensive they just got for their birthday. A friend spends more time with another friend online. Everyone feels jealousy sometimes, but it's important to learn how to cope with it so it doesn't hurt our friendships. We're going to watch this great video on dealing with jealousy.
It's that knot in your stomach, that mix of fear and anxiety that materializes when you feel threatened by someone prettier than you, smarter than you. It can cause you to do some pretty stupid sitcom level stuff just to regain control. Things that usually hurt other people too. You're probably familiar with this feeling. It's what Shakespeare called the green-eyed monster. Today, we're talking about jealousy. Here's the thing, kids. Jealousy is a distinctly first-person emotion. It almost always comes from a place of insecurity, which you ultimately project on others. The bottom line, jealousy isn't about the other person. It's about you. Today on Wellcast, we're going to help you work through these insecurities so that your friends and your loved ones don't get caught in the crossfire. We'll give you 3 coping mechanisms to help you keep that jealousy from taking complete control of your life, ruining your relationships, and making you look totally stupid. I know you felt that vice-like grip of the green-eyed monster, because you're not alone. It happens to everyone. Studies show that children as young as 6 months grimace when their mothers interact with a dummy baby. It's pretty much the occupational hazard of belonging to the human race. We want to be loved. and we do not want to be ignored. Unfortunately, long after we've outgrown our diapers, we still become a little childlike when we're jealous. Jealousy tends to come with a specific set of blinders, and the more jealous we are, the less able we are to, let's say, empathize with others. For example, a study conducted by the researchers at the University of Delaware found that jealous people were more easily distracted and less able to perform simple memory games. So, let's try to figure out how to get your jealousy issues under control. Take out your Wellcast journal. We've got a 3-step system for this, and it's simple: acknowledge, communicate, and resolve. So, the next time you're in a situation where you're experiencing those extreme jealous thoughts, go into a separate room, take out your Wellcast journal, and calm down. Step 1, acknowledge. Admit it. You're jealous, and you can't run from your feelings. But by addressing your jealousy head on, you can keep it from taking on epic, unrealistic proportions. Write down exactly what's making you jealous and why. Let's say you just found out that your 2 best friends didn't invite you to that movie that they caught last week. Get it out. My friends are hanging out without me. I'm scared they'll stop being my friend. It's okay to be a little dramatic. It's just your journal. Step 2, communicate. Now that all of your embarrassing thoughts are out on paper, go get the real story. Don't have an imaginary argument with your friends in your head. It's only going to make things worse. Tell them how you feel about what happened. Be vulnerable and apologize to them if you overreacted in any way, because you might have. Make it clear that you're expressing your feelings and not stating facts. Speak in I statements. I feel like you didn't want to hang out with me because you're tired of me. That's your insecurity. At a certain point, the only way to get over your jealousy is to stop thinking about yourself all the time and see someone else's point of view. Step 3, resolve. And this will be the hardest part for you because now you have to listen. Your friends might tell you that you're overreacting, and they might be right. We know you don't like horror movies, so we didn't think to invite you. Let's recap. That big, bad, green-eyed monster gets all of us sometimes. But today, we learned 3 ways to keep it at bay: by acknowledging your own insecurities, communicating with others, and ultimately listening. Tweet us at WatchWellcast, email us at watchwellcast@gmail.com, or leave a comment down below. We'll see you next time.
So, though you may not have a Wellcast journal, I do love this Wellcast video because I think that journaling about our jealous feelings, being able to acknowledge them, being able to communicate them with our friends, and finally being able to resolve them is really important. So, we're going to move on to the key to overcoming jealousy is building our self-esteem. So, self-confidence, finding pride in who you are, the way you look, and in what you have achieved is the key to not feeling jealous. Remind yourself of the best things about yourself. Being happy for your friends makes you happier, believe it or not. When we let go of feeling jealous and find a way to be happy for our friends, we feel happier about ourselves too. So, number 3 is oversharing. Have you ever posted something private online that you immediately regretted? Private matters should be saved for in-person conversations and not broadcast online. We need to learn the difference between things that are okay to share online and things that are not. Things that are too private for online posting includes drama within our own family, our friends' families, or at school. Posting about these things can cause others to feel concerned or angry. Never post negatively about others online, no matter how angry you feel. Our bodies are private too, so don't share videos or photos in which you're inappropriately dressed. And don't forget, even if we delete the post, someone else may have already taken a screenshot, and they can share that screenshot with everyone. So don't be someone who overshares about your personal life on social media. Develop posting self-esteem too. So one way we can grow our self-esteem is by being confident and proud of what we post while ensuring that it doesn't get too personal. Our ultimate goal. So each time you're about to post something online, ask yourself, am I proud of what I'm about to post? Whether that's because it's a great photo, a great video, a funny post, whatever the reason, if the answer is yes, then you never have to second guess it or worry about the outcome. Let it fly out into the universe and brighten people's lives. And try not to take responses personally. Once it's out in the universe, we need to let go of our need to have people like it or respond to it in the way we want them to. The reality is that sometimes our friends are too busy or distracted to notice it. Sometimes they simply don't see it. And sometimes they're quickly scrolling and not clicking the like button. So let your post into the universe and don't worry about the outcome. So number 4, online friends who are strangers. Do you have friends online who you've never met in real life? Online friends can be fun to make, but we can never know for certain who they are. Sometimes we meet people through social media or gaming, and these strangers become your online friends. It's always important to remember that even though it can be nice to meet new people online, it's impossible to know exactly who these strangers are. Because of that, there are some things that are safe to share with online friends who are strangers and some things that are not. So, what is okay and not okay to share with online friends who are strangers? Never share. So, never share private information with an online friend who you've never met in real life. This includes your city, your school, your full name, your phone number, your address, passwords, and email address. Even if you think you really know them, never, never, never do that. So, what is okay to share? It is okay to share your first name only, to talk about your favorite things, favorite games, celebrities, athletes, shows, YouTubers, movies, animals, food, etc. It's also totally fine to talk about your friends, your pets, and your family, but by first name only. This is an easy way to be cautious and still have fun chatting with our online friends. And this is so important to note. If your online friends ever say anything sexual or inappropriate to you, you need to tell a parent right away. There's no joking around or messing around with that kind of stuff. You have to tell a parent right away. So be a good friend in person and online. Take the time to consider the way you're treating your friends every time you engage with them online. So let's go over everything we've talked about in this lesson. Carefully consider your texts before sending them. Respect your friend's schedule and time. Work on your own self-confidence so that jealousy doesn't overwhelm you. Manage your jealous feelings by writing about them and talking openly about them. Never post online about your anger, drama, or private matters. And never share private information with online friends who are strangers. So here is your final assignment. You are going to write or act out a scenario. So in this lesson, I gave many, many examples of scenarios in which our friendships can be hurt online. Choose a partner in your class. You and your partner will come up with your own scenario about how a friendship could be hurt online. This could be based on something that has actually happened to you or simply made up. You can write it in a Google Doc or you can record it as a video by acting it out. Submit the doc or video to b.ruel@theojcs.ca. Thank you so much for listening to this workshop. I hope you've learned something about being a good friend and maintaining healthy online friendships. Contact b.ruel@theojcs.ca if you have questions or comments about this lesson. Have a great day.